A pleasant good day to everyone. I am hoping that nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan as we continue our discussion in this is series 2 of our discussion about this subject. So let's proceed to the participles. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng participles? By the way, we already through on the previous topic about yung mga pinag-aralan natin about tenses, verbs, and noun, pronoun. Okay? Yun yung mga basic discussion natin last meeting. I am hoping that you grasp the idea. Kasi marami talagang kailangang pag-aralan diyan pero doon lang tayo on the important matter with regards to our subject. So let's continue. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng participles? So when we say participles, these are formed from verbs and there are two types of participles. Meron tayong tinatawag na past participles and we have also the present participles. Pag sinabi nating past participles, these are typically used in combination with an auxiliary verb, which means a word derived from a verb that can be used as an adjective. Just like, for example, the adjective of the word to paint. Pag gagawin nating past participles, his painted skin. So kung mapansin niyo, it ends with ed. It ends with d. Or with ends en. Or it ends n. Not only for adjective class, but it is also for verb tense, just like to forget. Pag gagawin nating past participles, I have forgotten my lines. Please take note for this example. Yung sinabi natin, it ends with en. Instead to forget, I have forgotten my lines. So that is the past participles of to forget. And it also, just like another example, is that my treasure has been buried. That is the passive verb naman, the word to bury. Yan, buried or bury. Okay? So, in present participles, of course, yung present, it usually the suffix it ends ing, just like instead to read, reading. That is present participles. Just like yung walking, naglalakad, nagbabasa. Now let's proceed to the adjectives. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng adjectives? These are words that modify or describe a noun or pronoun. And as stated in our slide, by giving description about its appearance, about its location, and other characteristics. And it can answer the 4 question about the noun. Example, yung what kind, just like for let's say a white patrol car. Paki-take note, yung wala sa slide. A white patrol car. Yan. What kind of car? Parang ganon. What kind of car is that? It is a white patrol car. Another question that need to answer is which one? So which one? Just like let's say which witness? Or the first witness. Ayun. And also to answer how many pistols. The example is 2 45 caliber pistol. Yun, ano? And also it answers how much, magkano, how much ransom was paid. 1 million ransom. So those are an adjectives ano that answers ano particularly to use dito sa technical writing natin. It also example is it has also an example like I like old houses. Yan, it describe ano or it modifies a noun or pronoun. So just like I like yung old houses. So yung noun natin, yung house, of course, it is old. Ayan, yan yung adjective natin. The boy is tall and skinny. So ano yung boy? Tall and skinny. Yan yung adjective natin. Jane, ayan, noun, is smarter than her brother. So, ano si Jane? She is smarter. Alright? So, that is an additional example for adjectives. So, let's proceed ano to the adverb. Ano? So, ano ba ang adverb? Adverb class are also modifier. Ito, ano, ang adverb. Okay? As they describe words and make them more specific in a sentence. When an adverb modifies a verb, it can answer any of the following questions. So just like for example, where, no? Oh, ito yung example natin ano on the sentence. The Soko team secured the crime scene. So it answers the where behind the building. Yan. So the word behind the building, that is our adverbs that modify or describe ano the and adverbs, that is the adverb that modify to make more specific in a sentence. Okay. Ito yung cut. Next, let's proceed to the next topic, that is the adverb. An adverb are also modifiers as they describe words and make them more specific in a sentence. So, nagiging specific siya sa sentence. Just like ito, yung example natin dito, yung where. No? So, it answers also where. No, ano ba yung adverb natin? Ito yung example natin sa sentence. The Soko team secured the crime scene behind the building. So where? It is behind the building. Yan. When? Ito yung example natin on the adverb. The victim was found dead at around 2 o'clock yesterday. So 2 o'clock yesterday, that is our adverb. So may I request to please take note isulat ninyo, wag lang kayong wag lang kayong makinig class pakisulat para i-underline na ninyo yung sinasabi ko, yung mga example niya. Okay, next, let's proceed. In what means, the sentence example is the judge officially dismissed the session. So in what means, sa papaano? So the judge officially dismiss the session. Officially, underline nyo yan, dismiss the session. To what extent? And the conclusion of the investigator are extremely precise. So, extremely, or to what extent? In order to answer to what extent or to what degree. Okay, so what degree or what extent? Extreme. Yan yung underline na ninyo, no? And adverb, often modified verb, this means that they describe, They describe the way an action is happening. Another example natin, Philip sings loudly in the shower. So, Philip, yan yung noun natin, sings, how he sings loudly. Yan yung mga adverb natin, Another example, Oh, as I've said, pakisulat. Ano, pakisulat po para meron kayong or hindi kayo antukin. Ano? My cat waits impatiently for his food. So anong ginagawa ni cat? Naghihintay. Ano yung adverb natin? Impatiently. No? Yan. Another example, I will seriously consider your suggestion. So tumutukoy ito ano sa degree or extent, yung seriously. Okay? Consider your suggestion. So that is our adverb. So underline na nyo yan. Okay? So let's proceed to the preposition. So ano naman ang preposition? Ano? So in our slide, are part of a speech that express the relationship. Ano? It express the relationship. Just like for example, ano? If that is all about accompaniment, no? Accompaniment. The suspect was with. Yan. Was with. Kasama niya or nasa kaibigan niya, was with his friend when he was arrested. So ang preposition natin diyan is the underline with. No? So it also all about appeal. You need to confess with all honesty. Ayan, ang preposition natin diyan, ayan, yung na-underline na. If that is also for cause, just like for example, in sentence example natin, he was given a citation. No, citation ano? For violating traffic rules. That is the preposition. The preposition is for. Yan, ano? Next, how about if that is all about condition? Condition, ano? Just like in the sentence, the corpse was in the state of decomposition. Ayan, ano? Yan, decomposition. That is the condition. So in order to para idugtong, maintindihan, yan, state of decomposition. How about the degree? Ano? So tingnan niyo ano the sentence. Degree, he won the case by the unanimous decision of the jury. Ayun, ano? Ito naman yung activity ninyo, class, ha? Okay, so activity nyo ito, basing on the given statement, ano, yung accompaniment, appeal, cause, condition, degree. O, kayo naman, pakisulat ito sa 1/2. 1/2, pakisulat sa 1/2 at underline din ninyo yung preposition ng destination, direction, instrument, manner, place, purpose, source, time. So makikita natin dito yung hindi nakinig. Ano? Yung hindi nakinig, wag niyo nang sasabihin sa classmate niyo. No? So makikita natin dito kung sino yung hindi nakinig, hindi mag-submit. So ang deadline natin hanggang Friday. Ayan, hanggang Friday. Pakibigay yung output ninyo kay Ma'am Jenny. Ano? Pakibigay yung output kay Ma'am Jenny. Huwag niyo nang sasabihin sa mga hindi nanood. All right. Diskarte natin para makita natin yung pag hindi nag-submit until Friday. Alam na natin. Alam na natin, di nanood yun. Okay? So that is your seat work. Next, proceed tayo. Ito daw, below are examples of common prepositions. Ano? Yang above, hour, before, across, during. Ayan, so marami yan. So depending kung ano yung instances of the sentence or the statement. Kagaya ng nabanggit natin kanina. Okay? That's it. Let's proceed to the next, the conjunction. Ano ba ang conjunctions? These are words used to join. Ayan, join or connect other words in a sentence. So ito daw yung mga iba't ibang klase ng conjunction. Just like coordinating conjunction, no? So coordinating conjunction, of course, used to connect. Kaya nga coordinating, connect similar parts of a speech or group of words. So Ang example natin dyan ay yan. And, but, no? For, yan. Nor, pag sinabi nating nor, yung untrue. So, hindi totoo. Or, so yet. So, in a sentence, no? The police caught the drug pusher and the drug user. Ayan. So, the coordinating conjunction sa sinabi kong example is and. Ayan. Pakisulat nyo yung mga example natin. Ang purpose natin dyan ay of course para masundan ninyo. Kaya dapat isulat ninyo. So, ulitin ko the police caught the drug pusher and the drug user. Ayan. That is coordinating conjunction na ginamit natin yung and. Okay. Another example, They could not reach a verdict yet, for the evidences are still insufficient. Ayun, yun yung coordinating conjunction natin, yung for. No? For, underline na yung for. The evidences are still insufficient. Okay? Next class is the correlative conjunction. Ano naman ang correlative or correlative conjunctions? Used to join element, equal. Equal naman yan. Grammatical weight in sentence. They always work in pairs. So, mayroon siyang pair. Mayroon siyang kapares. Just like gagamitin natin yung mga example na both, either, neither. No? Ayan. So, just like for example, both the mother and the child are under the custody of DSWD. So, tingnan nyo, So, ang pair niyan ay yung mother at saka yung child. Ayan. Kaya ginamit natin yung both, as our example. Yung either naman, pag sinabi nating either, parehas. The deputy director or, ayan, may kasamang or, the chief superintendent. Pero kapag sinabi nating neither, gagamitin natin yung word na neither. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwede. Pag either, pwede. Yan, Yan, those are an example of correlative conjunction. Okay, next is yung subordinating conjunction naman tayo. What is meant by subordinating conjunction? Used to join two complete ideas by making one of the ideas subordinate to or dependent upon the other. Just like ang example na gagamitin natin ay ayan, So, unless, while, before, o kaya yung mga yan, pwede natin gamitin yan. Just like in a sentence, the Miranda doctrine was read to him before his arrest. So, ang subordinating conjunction natin is before. Underline na ninyo yung before, That connect or join two complete ideas. Next, the juvenile delinquent is serving his sentence while under the custody of DSWD. So, ang subordinating conjunction natin dyan ay yung while. So, you need to underline the word while. Next slide natin is yung interjections. Interjections are words that have no grammatical connection to other words in a sentence. They are just a statement that express feelings and emotions. So, feelings and emotions. So, just like for example, ito, yung yung gano'n, yung parang, uy, mga gano'n, my gosh, my golly. Ayan, yung mga ganun, So, those are interjection, walang ka-meaning. Kumbaga, it is just an expression, kumbaga. So, bagbaga tayong expression lang. Mabigla ka nga. Yan. Hooray! So, those are called a interjection. So, here are the list of common interjection, yan. Aha, alas, gay, No? Yan, siguro yan yung mga pinagsasabi ninyo, ano? Kaya nakalagay dito, dear, ano, my goodness, ano, gracious, good, ayan, hey, no, ayan, no, ouch, psst, ayun, ano, those are part of interjection, ano, yan, marami yan, ano, yan. So just like for example, so ano ba yung mga sentence example natin? Wow, that was a nerve-wracking confession. So nabigla, ano, no nang mabigla ka, no? Alas, the serial killer was caught. O kaya ay at last. O pwede rin yun, at last. The serial killer was caught. O kaya ay wow, that was great news. No? O kaya ay ouch, that really hurts. Ayan. No? So those are interjection. Now let's proceed ano to the sentence and paragraph. So pahapyaw lang ito class um, as part of the coverage ano of prelim. So ano nga ba ang sentence? Ano, what is mean by sentence? Sentence is a group of words expressing a complete thought. Ayan complete thought. So ibig sabihin maawatan, maintindihan. So what is mean by sentence? O kaya ay subject. Subject is the topic of the sentence. Ano? Kung ano yung pinag-uusapan. Halimbawa, yung noun, no? O kaya ay pronoun. Okay? Siya. No? Siya. Si ganito, no? Si Juan. Si Pedro. Ganon. No? Programming Language Technical College o kaya ay Isabela State University. Yan yung subject, yan yung pinag-uusapan. Ang predicate naman, it talks about the subject. Kung ano yung topic yes, about the subject. Yan. It talks about the subject. That is the predicate. And meron tayong 4 kinds of sentence according to structure. We have the so-called simple sentence. Yung simple sentence, a group of words that can stand alone and gives a complete thought. So it has 2 basic part. Ano? Meron siyang subject and predicate. So example, the lawyer is attending the hearing. The hearing. No? So lawyer, yan yung subject natin. Predicate natin, attending the hearing. Yan. Yan. Simpleng pan lang yan. Ano? Mayroon siyang subject and may predicate. Kaya simple sentence ang tawag dyan. Okay? Next is yung compound sentence. So ano naman itong compound sentence? Is a sentence consisting of 2. Dalawang independent clause. Yan dalawang independent clause. Or simply sentence joined by a semicolon, comma, or coordinating conjunction. So, bago tayo pupunta sa example, yan din, gagamitin natin yung example dyan sa baba. What is mean by a clause? A clause is a group of words that contain a verb and its subject. Ayan A clause that can stand alone, yung it can stand alone is called independent clause. Ayan. It can stand alone in the sentence is called independent clause. While a clause that does not express a complete thought and cannot stand by itself, kung baga opposite ng independent clause ay dependent clause. So gamitin natin yung example niyan. So tingnan natin bakit nakalagay na dependent clause, independent clause. Kasi nga, meron siyang verb and its subject. No? It can stand alone. Naiintindihan. Okay. Ayan, Marina decided to report it to the police station. Naiintindihan ba? Meron ba siyang subject? Meron ba siyang predicate? Yes, naiintindihan, maawatan. Kaya tinawag na independent clause. If it cannot stand alone, or not express a complete thought, kung baga incomplete, yung burglary, no? So sino ang gumawa? Yan, no? Though is still shaken by the incident, no? Anong nangyari? Parang ganon, ano? Dependent clause. Yan. Marina went to the, ayan, yan na ulit, ano? Yan. So, naiintindihan natin, Marina went to the police station. That is independent clause. Okay? Alright. So, let's proceed, to the next, the compound sentence. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin? Okay, yun na pala yun. That is the compound sentence. Two or more independent clause. Kaya kung magbasa kayo ng sentence or usually in a paragraph, meron kayong makitang mga ganyan, there are two independent clause. It is a compound sentence. Now, let's proceed to the complex sentence. Ano ba itong complex sentence? Is a sentence containing one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. So, nag-iisa lang ang independent pero mayroon siyang dalawa o kaya ay isa rin na dependent clause. Okay? So, just like for example, yan, Marina went to the police station, no? Filed an affidavit of complaint and felt relieved. Okay? So, merong isang independent clause, one independent clause, at merong dalawang dependent clause. Ano yung dalawang dependent clause? Filed an affidavit of complaint and yung felt relieved. Ayan. So, express, not expressing a complete thought. Yan. Ano yung dependent clause? That is complex sentence. Now, let's proceed to the another one. That is all about a compound complex sentence. Contain two or more independent naman ito, no? And one more dependent clause. So, example natin, when the burglars left the house, they were in a hurry and left traces of evidence. Yan, And left traces of evidence. So, merong dalawang independent clause at merong isa na dependent clause. Yan. So, I turn on the light. Another example, as soon as I arrived, that is independent. What confronted me were broken furniture. And then, ang dependent clause, messy living room. Ayun, no? So, that's it. Next example, next topic natin is all about the four kinds of sentence according to function. So, importante rin ito, na malaman ninyo. First is yung declarative sentence. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng declarative sentence? Kung baga nagdi-declare ka, you declare. The sentence goes into declaration. So, it means the sentence that states an idea and ends with a period. So just like for example, Maui is a third-year criminology student. Yan, it declared na si Maui ay third-year criminology student. Criminology is the scientific study of crime and criminals. So that is declarative about the definition or meaning of criminology. Another example is she passed the criminology licensure examination last month. So that is declarative sentence. Okay? Next, interrogative sentence. Again, I am hoping na nagsusulat kayo. Please write yung mga discussion natin na mayroong example. Kasi yan yung mga i-exam ninyo. Next class is interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question and ends with a question mark. Of course, sa salitang interrogative sentence. So just like ang example natin, who the principal suspect of the burglary? Hmm. Diba? So that is interrogative sentence. Another question, what was the possible motive of the crime? Another example, when was the suspect apprehended? Yan. So that is an example of interrogative sentence. Next class is yung imperative sentence. Ano naman itong imperative sentence? A sentence that gives an order. Ano? Nagbibigay order or direction. Okay? Just like for example, please call the police station right away. Ayan, ano? Watch out for the stray bullet. Ayun, that is an imperative sentence that gives order. And usually, it has an exclamation mark. Ano yung exclamation mark? No? Yung adat ugod na and then adat tuldok na. Tapos yan, exclamation mark. Okay? So, another is yung exclamatory sentence naman. Ano ba itong exclamatory sentence? Mayroong halong exclamatory sentence. Yung imperative sentence natin, sa dulo niya, at the end of the sentence, mayroong exclamation mark. Ang exclamatory mark naman or exclamatory sentence, part ng sentence. Just like for example, stop. Ayun, mayroong exclamatory mark. You are under arrest. Ayun. O kaya ay, help! Call the ambulance, please. Ayun, no? Oh, what a brutal killing. Yan. Okay? So, pwedeng mauna yung exclamation mark. No? O kaya ay nasa last, yung exclamation mark. And end with an exclamation mark also. Okay? So that is the 4 kinds of sentence according to function. Alright, so I think ito na yung last topic natin and then it is now trailing. Alright? So a paragraph is composed of a topic, yan yung paragraph naman. So marami, a combination of sentence, a combination or composed of a different topic, sentence, and supporting details. That is a paragraph. That's why when you are going to answer an essay question, kung ang question ay essay, of course, that is in a paragraph. A different or composition of a different sentence that has an idea, no? That contains the main idea or it has a thought of the composition, yung kabuuan, meron kang sinasabi, may pinag-uusapan, yung write up mo. So that is all about paragraph. All right? So as I've said, mayroon tayong activity yung nabanggit ko kanina. So please send that, I will send or please send that to ma'am, to Ma'am Jenny, and then I will get it. Deadline natin yan until Friday. So that's it for this discussion session. And good luck, at least naihabol natin, mabilisan yung ginawa nating pagdi-discuss. Naihabol natin yung prelim natin and it is your prelim exam next week. So good luck, mag-aral ng mabuti, mag-review ng mabuti. As always told to you, mention, aim to top, not just only to pass. Don't forget also to subscribe sa mga hindi pa